Hey guys and gals, this is Sonic Arrow with the T29 American Tier 7 heavy tank. This is what a lot of people have been saying that this is the best Tier 7 heavy tank. And they have a point in some regards, but I don't think it's the absolute best. Alright, so let's take a look at the stats. It's got 1,250 hit points. It weighs about 65 tons with an 800 horsepower engine. 35 km/h speed limit with a 25 degrees per second track traverse. Turret traverse of 26 degrees per second. So it's kind of slow on the turning, but since you have a turret and tracks, you could potentially get out of being circled, but it's not very likely. The hull armor, 102 millimeters on the front, 76 on the side, 51 on the back. Turret armor is where this thing comes into play. 279 millimeters on the front, 127 on the side, and 102 on the back. And this thing is ridiculously armored on the turret. Just take a look, it's got a giant mantlet, and basically the weak point on the front, if you just see the turret, is the commander's hatch right here, and it's not that easy to hit. The next great thing about the T29 is got amazing gun depression, which means this tank can shoot, like this gun barrel here, it can aim down quite a bit. 380 meter view range, that's pretty good for a heavy tank. 745 meter signal range, and that's okay as well. The gun. Alright, so when you first start out, you're gonna have the 90 millimeter gun from the M6, and it's still okay, but there will be times where you're gonna be facing enemies that you will not be able to penetrate. The 105 millimeter gun is the one you're going to need because it's also the same gun on the T32. 198 millimeter penetration, 320 damage, 5.26 rounds per minute, so not that bad. 0.42 accuracy with a 2.3 second aiming time. So that's it's not very accurate, but it does handle itself quite well. I've got a gun rammer. This is a vertical stabilizer and ventilation. This vertical stabilizer improves the aiming time. Actually, what it does is makes the aiming reticle smaller. How much? By how much? 20%. The aiming circle, once you've moved your tank and your turret, is 20% smaller already, which means you'll be aiming faster. With this tank, you're going to want to be in a hold down position most of the time. That means that the hull of your tank, this bottom part here, is hidden, and the only thing exposed is your turret, which is really, really strong. This is pretty much the exact opposite of what you want to do in a Tiger P. If we take a quick look at the Tiger P, it has 200 millimeters of armor on the hull and 120 on the turret, which means this tank rolls out and you want to expose your hull so that people will try to shoot it and bounce off of you. T29, you know, it's the opposite. You want to have people shooting at your turret all the time. You'll get steel walls if people start shooting at your turret all the time. The only problem is sometimes your gun may get damaged. If that happens, actually in this situation, if you are hull down, people are shooting at your turret, you might want to actually reverse and hide your turret as well while you're reloading, and only come out and expose your turret when you're able to shoot. This way, you will minimize the chances of people shooting at your commander's hatch or the side of your turret, and also damaging your gun. 102 millimeters on the hull armor, it's pretty pitiful. However, if you look at the slope, it's not that bad. It's a hell of a lot better than on the Tiger, the German Tier 7. So if you're having trouble penetrating the front of the tank, you can always go for the machine gun port here. Lower plate, it's kind of small, but it doesn't have as much angle as the rest of the tank, so you can shoot there as well. The side and the back are obvious targets. Now, a long time ago, these targeting mirrors, what are they called? Observation devices, were weak points. You could shoot at these and damage a tank, but not anymore. They've removed that. It only damages the optics when somebody shoots at these little ears on the side of the turret. Let's see. Crew, I got 100% crew with a bunch of skills. Got repairs down on this side. He's working on 6th Sense. There's Deadeye here, and working on repairs. Clutch braking is done, working on repairs. Situational awareness is done, working on repairs. And these two repairs are done, and they're working on Brothers in Arms. Now, I know Brothers in Arms, you need them on all your crew members, and it's actually kind of dumb to have it on 2 loaders, but they don't really have, I mean, the skills on the loaders. It's not like I want anything else. Camouflage isn't going to do very well. Maybe firefighting, but I want to get a head start on Brothers in Arms. These guys, you're not going to get ammo right very often. The turret is super powerful, and switching between ammo types, well, I mean, you do that manually anyway. It doesn't matter. And if you're down to 10% health, you're not going to... I mean, it's not really worth it, in my opinion, to use Adrenaline Rush. So that's what I've got on my crew. It's this, and I've been training it quite a bit. Let's see, 50 armor-piercing rounds, 6 premium, and 7 HE. So if we take a look, the premium rounds get 245mm penetration. And the HE is just so if I need to reset cap or something. 198mm penetration on a Tier 7 isn't very... It's not terrible. It's actually pretty good. The Tiger has 203. If we take a look, 203, 240 damage. So the T29 does more damage, but it's not as accurate as a Tiger's gun. And the AMX M4 1945, which you will also be fighting against, although I don't see very many of these around. Not much armor on these guys. But it does have 212mm penetration, so you're going to have to watch out for these guys. They have an amazing amount of penetration, even though this is the same gun as on the AR-44. It works much better. You'll be fighting Tigers, Tiger Ps, AMX 1945s, ISs, and KV3s. Now I've sold my IS and my KV3. They're not here anymore, so I can't really show those to you. But the AMX, you're going to be shooting, well, I mean, it has more hull armor than the Tiger H, but the turret is, even though it's only 90mm, it's actually quite rounded, and they do get bounces off this thing. So your best bet, even, just shoot them in the hull. You have 198mm penetration, and there's not much you can't really bounce off of this thing, really, unless he's really angled. But if you do, having trouble, machine gun port. Always works. Tiger H, as you can see, 100mm of armor on the front, and is completely flat. So, just shoot here. Don't try and aim for this part here. If you do, there have been certain instances where you shoot here, it bounces, but it bounces into the hull and damages them anyway. But aim for the driver's hatch, machine gun port. The mantlet is a little bit thicker. Also a lower plate. You might catch the Tiger H on fire with a shot down here. And that's from the front. Tiger P, a little bit more of a problem. 200mm hull armor. Very good armor on the front. And if you've been, I mean, at this stage, most people are familiar with the lower hull part is very armored. I mean, not armored, and that's where to shoot. On the Tiger P, it's different. Shooting here is quite difficult. I mean, there is a machine gun port here that you could try and shoot at, but it's still more than... there is a chance that you will bounce, that's what I'm trying to say. And most Tiger P drivers should be angling their armor properly, so shoot at the turret. Right here, that's a good spot, and also the commander's hatch is pretty big. I mean, just shoot there and you'll penetrate. Alright. No, I guess I talked about everything. So let's get into a replay. And we're on Erlenberg, standard battle, and I'm going to proceed to the north, where I think this tank will perform very well. As you can see, the gun depression is excellent. And well, there's a lot of T29s on both teams. This is primarily a Tier 7 game, and that means this tank is going to do very, very well. There's a stock T29 to my left. It's got the 90mm with the stock turret. The stock turret is just as armored as the upgraded turret. You just get less health. So what I recommend is actually you get the gun first before you go for the turret. The only thing you do get out of the upgraded turret is more health and a little bit better view range. That's about it. So getting the 105mm cannon is a good idea. You'll be able to do damage, you'll be able to hurt enemies, and they still won't be able to hurt you. You just won't be able to see them as soon as you would like, I guess. Alright, so here's the part where the T29 comes into play. As a Tier 7 top tier, this tank works extremely well. What you're going to want to do is use hills to your advantage. As you can see, going around here, I can aim quite low. Oh, there's an IS. Get a shot in, and I'm going to reverse. I don't want to get return fire from artillery or, you know, anybody that's spotted me because of him. Alright, so there's that little ridge down there, and the IS is hiding behind. Okay, so we got a T29 going down there to handle him. Artillery is raining down as well. Let's see. He may pop out. Enemy T29 is moving up. There he is. Okay, it looks like he's... Nope. Another T29 showed up. I tried to shoot at the commander's hatch right there. I missed. He reversed. And there's an AMX as well. Okay, so gun depression is not excellent. I mean, it's pretty good, but there we go. AMX, 300 damage. What I was saying was that my gun depression is excellent, but the hill kind of prevented me from shooting downwards. There we go. I bounced a shot there. I was trying to get in a shot on that T29. Oh, there we go. See, the AMX aimed at my commander's hatch while I did the same to him. And that's how they did damage. I don't want to get shot from the flank by this T29 over here, but he's come up too far and exposed himself. So there you go. And I'm probably going to get shot right now. Maybe. Oh, he's turning his turret quite a lot. Alright, so accuracy failed me at that point. I'm gonna reverse a little bit. Okay. Oh, T29 over there. Let's see, can I hit him? No. It doesn't look like he can shoot me either. Pretty sure that the T29 can't aim down that much. AMX is still there, but he fired. Oop. I took a hit there. I think I took the hit into the gun. And there's the ricochet off an AMX turret. I must have got him at some extreme angle. It's okay. So if I can't hit anybody. That T29 is pretty exposed. Side of the turret. No problem. And I'd like to take this guy out right now. There we go. Machine gun port, 56 health left. I'll let him, yeah, I'll let the Tiger deal with him. And let's see if we can't shoot this T29 that's back here. Turning around kind of laboriously. Oh, he's on 52 health. Tiger missed as well. There's our T29 kind of getting in the way there.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
I hit him, but I bounced. Oh well. That's okay. We are having a little bit of a problem on down south, so that's where I'm headed. We can let these guys handle it over here. T43, that's the only guy that's down there on our team that's spotting for the for us. IS. He's the guy on cap. He's the guy that's going to die. Never mind. I was gonna go take a shot in on him, but I didn't really have a good position on him. Tiger P is... I think he's been sniping from here on the entire time. Alright, so artillery spotted him. And I'm gonna move down here because I think I spotted a heavy tank coming in from the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. This bridge down here. No, sorry. There's actually two heavy tanks coming from both bridges. Alright, so first we deal with the T29 because we've got a T43 on over there that will try to deal with the Tiger P. Okay, good. So the Tiger P that's up there was sniping. So well, alright, good, he's tracked. A nice hit on him. He is not paying any attention to me.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Oh, too bad for him. Oh, Tiger P's crossed the bridge. So we're gonna have to go deal with him as well. Oh, what do you know? Side of a Tiger P.
Penetration.
So right here, I made a miscalculation. Tiger P reloads faster than I do.
They killed our driver. We're covering his position.
And somehow my shot missed. So that's not good. I took several shots from the Tiger P. Oh, good. He just missed. And now he's tracked. And now he's dead. My driver's been killed though. That was a tactical error on my part. I should have just shot and then went into hiding. And as you can see, several shots bounced off of my turret. Alright, KV3. He's behind the mountain over there. Oh, there's SU-8. Looks like the T-43 got him. Nice shot. And we'll have no more problems with capping the base. M4 is over there. Oh dear.
They're knocked
There we
out.
go. M4 is down. KV3, if he decides that he wants to crest over the hill, will also go down. If not, he'll go down by the T29 or the Tiger that's over there on his side, yeah. And there you have it. We win. Let's take a look at the stats. That was 1,158 points of experience earned. Down to 39% health with 3 kills, so not bad. 17 shots fired, 14 of them hit, 12 penetrated, did over 3,000 damage. Also 104 spotting damage. 4,619 credits non-premium, 19,000 with premium. So, not that great, but at least I'm making money, right? And also 36 base capture points. So, pretty good. I think this tank can be considered the best tier 7 if it's played properly. But then again, if you're playing a tank properly, then any of them will be the best at their tier. Tiger P, if you're rushing out and letting enemies shoot you in the hull all the time and you're bouncing every shot, that makes it an excellent tank. This thing, if you're doing hull down maneuvers and getting shot in the turret all the time, it's going to be a very good tank. You're going to feel like you're invincible. Let's see, AMX, well, I guess even though it's a heavy tank, it does have a lot of maneuverability, so if you get in there and circle other heavy tanks to death, you'll think it's a great tank. It's got a lot of maneuverability. So basically, I think the T29 is an easier tank to play than the other tier 7s. Maybe with the exception of the Tiger P. The Tiger H, it's actually quite hard because you're going to have to learn a lot about angling your tank and such. And I think that's actually a great way to learn how to play a heavy tank, starting with the Tiger H. But enough about those tanks. This is the T29, and I think it's pretty good. It's not going to be the best, in my opinion, but it's definitely not the worst. Alright, so thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave some comments. I'll see you in future videos.